Visa and Mastercard aren't buying the stablecoin hype for everyday payments. Wall Street's payment giants are not sold on crypto's usefulness in everyday transactions. At least not yet. In earnings calls this week, both Visa and Mastercard executives offered cautious assessments of digital assets, especially stablecoins, signaling that consumer demand hasn't materialized in meaningful ways. This stance has major implications for crypto card holders who rely on Visa and Mastercard rails to spend their digital assets in the real world. Visa and Mastercard CEOs dismissed stablecoin consumer payments. During Q4 2025 earnings calls, Visa CEO Ryan McInerney and Mastercard CEO Michael Miebach addressed the growing stablecoin ecosystem with skepticism. McInerney was blunt. As I've said before, in the US, if a consumer wants to pay for something using a digital dollar, they have ample ways to do that today. They can pay from their checking account or their savings account. It's become quite easy to do, so we don't see a lot of product market fit for stablecoin payments and consumer payments in digitally developed markets. Mastercard struck a slightly more open tone, with Miebach saying the company is leaning into emerging technologies like stablecoins and AI-powered agents, but even he framed the company's role more as enabling infrastructure than leading transformation. For us, stablecoins are another currency we can support within our network, Miebach said, pointing to work with MetaMask, Ripple, and Gemini. However, he emphasized that the current dominant use case remains trading, not payments. Both companies have dabbled in blockchain infrastructure, Mastercard with pilots for on-chain identity and settlement tools, and Visa with experiments in stablecoin settlement using USDC. But despite these efforts, neither is treating crypto as a near-term threat or opportunity for their core businesses. Every major crypto card runs on rails. These companies control the dismissive stance from Visa and Mastercard matters because these two companies control the rails that nearly every crypto card runs on. Whether you're using a Coinbase card, Crypto.com Visa, Nexo card, or any other crypto spending solution, you're ultimately relying on Visa or Mastercard's infrastructure to convert your digital assets into merchant-acceptable payments at the point of sale. When the CEOs of these networks publicly state they don't see product-market fit for stablecoins in consumer payments, it signals that innovation in crypto-native payment rails will not come from the incumbents. This has several implications. Crypto cards will remain conversion-based, crypto to fiat, at checkout. Rather than native stablecoin rails, innovation will come from challengers, not card networks. Self-custody payment solutions will need to bypass traditional rails entirely. The gap between on-chain activity and merchant acceptance will persist. Bitcoin settled 25 trillion AUD in 2025, while card networks shrug. The disconnect between Visa and Mastercard's dismissal and on-chain reality is stark. According to data from Glassnode, Bitcoin alone settled over $25 trillion worth of transactions in 2025, more than Visa, $17 trillion, and Mastercard, $11 trillion combined. While Bitcoin's volume includes high-frequency and large institutional transfers, the size reflects growing blockchain demand across financial applications. Yet, Visa's CEO argues consumers have ample ways to pay with digital dollars already, completely missing the point. Stablecoins are meant to make payments faster by allowing money to move directly between parties on a blockchain, without going through banks or card networks. Unlike traditional payments, which can take days to settle, especially across borders, stablecoin transactions can clear in seconds and operate around the clock, including weekends and holidays. JP Morgan described this advantage in a September report, calling stablecoins a digital on-chain form of fiat money that are easy to self-custody and transact, and fast, particularly in the context of cross-border money movement. The bank said stablecoins could even be a better form than fiat in some situations, thanks to lower costs and around-the-clock settlement. But the report also warned of risks, including the potential for a destabilizing run on stablecoins. The collapse of Terra USD in May 2022 highlights just how quickly a run can occur in an asset class that trades 24/7, analyst Joyce Ho wrote. This risk aversion likely explains why Visa and Mastercard remain cautious. They're optimizing for stability and regulatory compliance, not innovation velocity. Crypto cards will remain conversion-based for now. If you're holding crypto and want to spend it in the real world, Visa and Mastercard's stance means short-term, 2026-2027. Crypto cards will continue to use the existing conversion model, crypto sold to fiat at checkout. Fees will remain higher than native stablecoin rails. Settlement times will remain slow, T+2 or longer for merchant-side settlement. Geographic restrictions will persist. Countries without Visa MC support can't access crypto cards. Medium term, 2028-2030. Alternative payment rails will emerge. Lightning Network for Bitcoin, direct merchant integrations for stablecoins. Regulatory frameworks may force Visa MC to integrate stablecoins more deeply. Self-custody solutions that bypass card networks entirely will gain traction. What to do now? Continue using crypto cards for convenience, but understand you're paying a conversion tax to use legacy rails. Watch for direct merchant integrations. Some e-commerce platforms already accept USDC directly. Consider Lightning Network wallets for Bitcoin spending. Instant, low fee, no card network needed. Diversify across multiple crypto cards to reduce single point of failure risk. Coinbase, Crypto.com, Nexo, and Binance sit inside the same rails. Every major crypto card today relies on Visa or Mastercard rails. This creates a dependency that limits innovation. Coinbase Card, Visa, converts crypto to USD at checkout, settles via Visa Network, Crypto.com, Visa, same model, plus staking rewards. Nexo Card, Mastercard, uses crypto as collateral for credit line, settles in fiat Binance Card. Visa, direct crypto conversion at point of sale. When Visa's CEO says we don't see product market fit, he's essentially saying these cards will remain niche products that Visa tolerates but doesn't prioritize. The exception is emerging self-custody cards like Tria, which use account abstraction to enable spending directly from self-custodied wallets. But even these solutions currently rely on traditional rails for the final merchant settlement. The real innovation will come when merchants accept stablecoins directly, bypassing card networks entirely. Until then, crypto cardholders are stuck with the conversion model and the fees that come with it.